Welcome back to Jamming Games. I am Steven. He is Wyatt. Tyler on the left playing the Izzet Mönke. John on the right playing Grixis.
Dress down?
You're
pretty confident in it.
I lost my confidence once I saw the hands. I'm pretty sure this is John. But I don't know, man. No, you actually got me. It was the shirt. I didn't know John liked the Dropkick Murphys. His shirt says Dropkick Murphys. It's a band.
Okay.
They make pirate shanties from Boston. I did not know that was very big among South African Israelis. I just didn't know they would like those. But you know what? He might. So a lot of bobble triggers resolving themselves here. Gavin.
The nimble pilfer.
He steals.
He does.
He's a felon. He's going to go to jail. So here goes a Thought Scour.
Thought Scour on himself, I'm guessing?
Yeah. No, on you.
That seems risky with a Murktide in your opponent's deck.
It kind of does, yeah. I think that John was... Maybe he bobbled him? I don't know.
No, because he fetched. I don't know. I'm very lost.
Maybe John's playing nil as a plan B, you know?
With Thought Scours and nothing else?
Yeah. I mean, it's slow, but it replaces itself. You don't go down cards. That's crazy.
Mill all 8. Draw all 4 Thought Scours and mill 8 cards.
Just play on the game going long. Here comes Dress Down.
Wow.
A cycle in there.
Take 2 damage, I guess. Didn't want to lose a card and make a treasure.
If you have nothing else to do with the Dress Down, I think it's pretty reasonable to cycle it, you know?
I guess so.
Dress Down cycles. I like it for that reason.
Really?
A lot of reasons. I mean, there's incident. It kills all of your opponents. I'm assuming you wouldn't run them. That's why I say your opponents. Urza's Saga tokens.
Oh, that's cute. I actually like that.
I like it a lot.
There's a main phase gain control of your Dragon Rage Channeler.
Yep. John has Delirium, I believe. He's got Enchantment, Artifact, Land, Instant, which is an uncommon combination.
Bolt out to kill the own Dragon Rage.
Yeah, I like it. You're going to have to kill it eventually. And then you can it means you get an attack with the Ragavan here, yeah. Thing in the Ice. That's another combo here. That's cute. Cute.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It enters without the abilities to put.
You have to have Dress down first, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Dress Down, you can also, whose muscular legs are those? My goodness, that guy must lift. Get him out of here. You can end a turn.
Is Dress Down beginning of upkeep?
Beginning and step.
Yeah, okay.
So you can end a turn, Dress Down, untap, slam it. It's quite good.
That's cute.
It is cute. I think there was a question here about whether or not, because I think that's why I walked over. His question was whether or not you change control of the thing in the ice when it flips.
It's a transform, not
It's a transform, not an exile, yeah. I came up a few times today, honestly.
Weird.
Yeah, there's a couple players who had that question.
The transform is, some cards like the old flip walkers dig exile and come back.
Yeah, Magic has been around for so long, and so many things are so weird that it's almost impossible to that's an obvious answer anymore. Just because the way templating has changed over time, and it's kind of ludicrous.
A little bit, huh?
There's a lot of Magic cards. Sometimes I think I could have done something else in my life, you know?
You have not done this.
And instead, here I am.
There's a Thought Scour on himself. Aw, there's the Murktide that he wanted.
No. Here's a Babble.
Babble?
A lot of people talk about banning Bobble.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really?
So, Bobble makes otherwise bad cards very good.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, stuff.
What about Death Shadow decks? What are they making good in that?
Does Death Shadow run them?
Yeah.
Permagoyf, Delirium, all kinds of stuff.
Goyf was already good. He didn't need the Bobble, though.
I feel like Goyf is okay. I don't know, man. I think that Bobble is fine. It is precise. My thoughts are not very well thought out on this. I just don't like banning cards because I think that decks should be good. And so I think that in the comments, someone will probably have a very well-reasoned argument as to why Bobble shouldn't be in Magic, and I'll have absolutely no response to that. I'm just going to have to concede on the point. But I don't know. I just don't care about stuff generally.
Okay.
Yeah. Unholy Heat on the Snapcaster.
That's 6 full damage. Wow, so is that also one-shots Thing of the Ice flipped?
Yeah. Well, no. Thing of the Ice flips is 7/8.
I thought it was a 7/6.
No, it's 7/8.
Oh.
The card is tremendous. So
Well,
two Unholy
two
Heat.
Unholy
Well, the
Heats.
first one eats a counterspell.
Yes.
I like trading all that to get the hit in with the Ragavan. Because John's deck is just full of winning cards.
Is it?
I mean, yeah, there's just tons of good cards in John's deck. You got a bobble.
I guess so. I guess Bobble's just like, your Ragavan did 2 damage, made a treasure, drew you a card.
Yeah, that sounds great for a 1 mana creature, yeah. You can do some, here on the dress down, in step, untap. Looks like John has the dream.
Does, you don't get the...
You have to cast 1 spell. So as soon as you cast 1 spell, the thing the ice flips. Because the trigger is remove a counter. If there are no counters, flip.
Okay.
And so next instant or sorcery John casts is going to turn this thing that is upside down.
Yeah. I was also curious because like there is no text to flip it, so I was like,
does it lose that ability?
Yeah.
No. So we're drowning the monkey in the lock.
Trigger, everything goes back to his hand.
Yeah. Wisely waiting until attacks have been declared, though, so that you can't redash the monkey or do some shenanigans here. Tyler looks like he's considering something. I don't know what it is.
Countering it, maybe?
It doesn't resolve.
Yeah. But, like, maybe he wants a card in the graveyard. Maybe he, like...
I don't know, man. Here comes a Dragon's Rage Chandler.
Should have Delirium.
He's looking at a crispy 7/8 out of John, though, so that's kind of a hard thing to beat. I don't know if he has too many answers to this.
Brazen Borrower?
Oh, Brazen Borrower is a really good card until your opponent has Inkmoth Nexus. Because it says non-land, and so you're just like, okay.
It can only block flyers, though, so you can block it.
Yep, that is true. I could have won that game last night. I didn't realize that. I could have blocked. All right. Outrageous Charm, surveilling, and then drawing these 2 cards. Looks like John can't afford to attack here. Can he afford to attack? Let's find out together. Because I don't know.
If he did attack, Tyler could have just dashed. Or can't just dash.
Yeah. Gain control of this. Oh, see, now we're cooking with gas. Or fire. I'm not sure how you cook.
Still no attack, though.
I mean, removal spell, Ragavan gets you in some pretty dicey situation.
I guess that's true. Here's the Murktide, though.
Yeah.
Also gets to mean, like, you probably get to get this Murktide out of Drown in the Lock range.
I think this Murktide... Wait, how?
Because you take a bunch of cards from your graveyard.
How does it get out of... Doesn't it get it right back into Drown in the Lock range?
No. You have to have more cards in your graveyard. Drown in the Lock isn't less cards.
Oh, right. I forgot the way it worked.
If it was the way you're thinking, God, that card would be so broken.
Or it would be terrible. I think it'd be worse. It'd be good on turn 1, terrible on the rest of the turns.
It'd be good turn 1, 2, 3, terrible everywhere else.
I think the Drown in the Lock is a premier spell. That, good way it is. Lurrus of the Dream Den.
Buyback.
It's actually a pretty big question. What do you buy back? It's a temptation to get dressed down here.
Dress down just redraws a card,
yeah.
But also makes the Dragon Chainer lose Delirium and flying.
Don't need a counterspell when there's a Murktide region on the board. I believe this Dragon's Rage Channeler must attack.
Yeah, it does have to.
It gets bolted instead. It gets counterspelled, and it does not attack.
Has to attack.
It didn't. It didn't have to attack. Wyatt, you stupid. If it has to attack, then why didn't it, bro? Think about that for a second. So that probably shouldn't be a Dragon Rage on John's side of the board.
No.
It gets bolted, which is very similar to it having had attacked. And I think he just got lethal here.
Yeah, it's attack here.
Here comes this tall man. So that game was something of a grind. That's one of the longer games we watched today.
A little bit, huh?
Yeah.
All right, after boards, I have no clue you bring in this matchup. Maybe like Mystical Dispute, Force and Negation.
If you're Tyler Darnell?
Yeah.
I like a lot of his cards. Yeah.
Dispelled, like you play like the control matchup, maybe.
Yeah.
What is this? Oh, this is the
Hall of the Storm Hall. Giant Hall of the Halls.
Ocean Giant.
Giant Hall Ocean. Big underground shopping mall. The card, I think that's actually a decent card. It's very, very slow, but it's it's a 7/7 with Ward. I was looking at Ward the other day, and I think Sedgemoor Witch would be much better if it had Ward for mana, not Ward for life. Because I'll pay life like all the time, but having 3 mana early in the game is very tough.
Yeah. I mean, if it did have ward for mana, it'd be like ward 1.
Again, I feel like, not again, I think that I should probably be looking at some ward creatures out of that set because I think that they are underrated.
Like which ones?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the set. It's a mess.
Sedgemoor I think is the best one.
Do you? There's not like a 1 mana 2. Well, it has to be a 1 mana 3/3 for me to consider playing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so no matter what it is, it's not going to be aggressively costed enough.
Sedgemoor's like a Monastery Sword Spear, but like not all the upside.
Yeah.
So like it's
Poor John here has cycled 2
dress downs
to
draw 3 islands.
I don't know what he's looking for. It probably spells to interact with Tyler on some meaningful axis, but it looks like it's not. Like if you're cycling a dress down, okay, that's fine. But 2 of them, this draw is not shaping up. I'm guessing. I'm not sure if John's in the Death Shadows. I don't remember seeing them last game.
Yeah, I didn't see any either. It might just be you're running dress downs for Thing of the Ice.
I think that's probably pretty good.
Attack for 3. Nobody's gonna mark it down, but
So like Thing in the Ice dress down, right?
yes.
Requires 2 non-creature spells in order to flip Thing in the Ice. And you have to cast dress down before you cast Thing in the Ice.
Or you could just cast Thing in the Ice.
I think that's like just it is so slightly better than just playing Thing in the Ice that I'm not sure. I am unsure. There is upside to dress down though. If you have the Death Shadows, I like that you can make 13/13s out of nowhere. Being able to just cheat those in is pretty cool.
Make some 13/13s.
13. But if you don't, I think that sometimes you might just be able to cast, the spell.
What a good.
I mean, like, I don't know. Sometimes things are too cute. Sometimes I get too cute when building decks.
Yeah.
I'll put ridiculous stuff together and just
You
be
do like your ridiculous
this
stuff.
is awesome. Bro, if you have a General Ferris and you cast 4 Manamorphoses in turn, that's lethal. Kills him right away.
Yeah, I guess so.
Pop, pop. So saith I.
No. Ruckrick has protection from multi or mono.
He has hexproof. He doesn't have protection.
Oh.
But most of your opponents will play it as if he has protection because they've never encountered the mechanic before.
Hexproof?
Hexproof for multicolored.
Yeah.
Most people, when you play it, will treat it as if it is protection from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they won't block it. They won't
that.
do anything. Yeah, it's kind of a mess. So this game, a lot of spinning wheels. Everyone is just spinning mana to draw spells that tell them to spin mana to draw spells.
Kind of. I mean, but
Yeah.
there's a Murktide, so like.
It's kind of, that's what the Murktide does, is you dick around a bunch, and then here comes this guy. He's real tall.
What do you say tall?
Because he's, look at the art. He's really, really big.
Yeah, but he's big, not tall.
Well, also, dude, no. That's weird. So Soul Guy getting exiled, casting it in. What are you going to take out of here? I like, so again, Dress Down, we're talking about this card a lot. With Luris, it gives you an easy way to draw cards, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, like Bobble does it for 0 mana, but it does it on your opponent's next turn. I don't know. There is some upside there.
Dress Down also turns off Luris.
Immediately after you cast it, yes. So, I mean, I don't know. If you need lifelink, you should attack first.
Here's an attack for 6, and maybe lethal with a bolt. Here's just another Murktide to make you lethal.
Oh, no. And this really just dunks on Drown Block, which is might be what John is hanging out with.
Was.
Wow. Murktides are so good in multiples, it's unreal.
They weirdly fuel each other.
Yeah.
I mean, you need, what, 10 cards?
All right, John's shown a bunch of removal spells that do not kill any of those Murktides. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.